In this video we are talking about if Loom continues his crash to the downside or if we see a move to the upside. As you can see, we saw in the last weeks this crazy Loom pump from 1000%, and after we saw this weekly bullish candle with this big wick right here, we saw a crash from the top to the down about 66%. So this is a very strong crash, and if we are looking at the monthly chart, this strong wick right here is not a good sign for Loom, because we moved to the upside, came to this top, and then the selling pressure was so high that we are moved again to the prices right now. And in the last video 2 days ago we were at this price right here, and there I warned you that the chances high that we are seeing a crash for Loom. I will show you now the video for context. But as you can see on the hourly time frame, as we broke this order block to the downside, this is the first really bearish sign with this liquidity grab also right here. So now it's really important how we react at these prices. If we are coming to the downside and if we are breaking this low to the downside, then the chance is high that we are moving to even lower levels. So all in all, we saw this explosive move to the upside, and right now Loom is still running. We don't see lower lows on the daily time frame or on the 4-hourly time frame, but I would be really careful because the chance that we are seeing a larger retracement to the downside is very high. So please be very careful. And as you can see, after this big wick right here and after we broke through this order block, we then moved again into this low, and as I said, if we are breaking this low with a body close, the chance is high that we are seeing even lower levels. And as you can see, we saw this massive crash to the downside. So congrats to everybody who took some profits right here, and I said that you have to be careful with long positions. After this crazy pump to the upside, it's very normal that we are seeing a big correction to the downside. But now the question is, are we continuing the crash to the downside, or do we see a move again to the upside? As you can see in the last video, I showed you the most important areas for support for Loom. We have this order block right here, and as we came into this order block, you can see that we are finding some bullish reaction to the upside, but then we broke to the downside and also retested this order block. Then we came into this demand zone. We saw first a reaction right here, but then we saw this massive bearish run to the downside under this demand zone. So if we are continuing the crash, then the chance is high that we are going into this order block, because from this order block right here, we started this bullish explosion to the upside. So I think that we will see some support right here. And if we are seeing a bullish reaction right here, then I would move into a long position to go to even higher levels again, because I think that Loom has very much potential and is a great project. But right now I would be also very careful with long positions, because the chance that we are going to the downside again is very high. But there's also the chance that we are moving again to the upside, because we are seeing this smaller range right here, and if we are breaking this range to the upside, I think the chance is high that we are seeing even higher levels. But then it's very important how we react at this order block right here, because as you can see, we're seeing this last high right here where we retested this order block. So if we want to see higher prices for Loom, it's very important that we are breaking this high to the upside. And if we are seeing a daily or weekly body close over this highs right here, then the chance is high that we are seeing even higher levels for Loom. But if anything interesting happens for Loom, I will make a video. So subscribe to this channel to don't miss the next update on Loom. So all in all, as I predicted, after we saw this big wick right here, the chance that we saw this crash was very high, and right now we are seeing this crash. And if we are continuing the crash to the downside, I think that this order block will be a larger support. And if we want to see higher levels for Loom, it's very important that we are breaking this high right here where we retested this order block, because if we are breaking to the upside, then we are in a bullish structure again. So this was it for this video. Thank you really much for watching. Comment down below which altcoin do you want to see in the next videos. I wish you great profits at trading and see you in the next one.